Hello my sugar babies and welcome back to my channel. So today I am finally going to be using the Fenty products, the Shayla. I showed you guys a while ago all of these products that I purchased on my Snapchat. But the mainland has been playing me so hard these days. I don't understand who I gotta write a letter to, but somebody needs to be told. But it's just going to be a very chit chat. Get ready with me. We're going to talk and use these products. So let's do this. Ulta has been having these like massive sales, and you know I'm all about the deals. I'm not going to use this, but I did buy a new Becca under eye brightening. You guys know I rave about this. I did a whole video on correcting under eye circles and things like that. I'll link it here somewhere, but this is the product that I did use. But we don't need her today. Lately I just haven't been into correcting. I don't know, I go through phases where I like color correct and come back and stop and come back to it. Right now I'm on the phase where I don't really care for my circles. It's life and they ain't going nowhere, you know. These days honestly I really haven't even been using too much makeup on myself. But I did buy these new goodies, so let's try them out. So Shayla teamed up with a Maybelline. Congrats to her. I love her. She's amazing. Her and her man right now, the vlog to Puerto Rico. Too cute. They are just adorable. But anytime I want to film, it doesn't matter. I promise you. MAC Soft Ochre. I love this to prime my lids. When I want to give an honest review on a product, this is what I use. Typically I will use concealer, but just so you're aware, concealer is not a primer, and although it does act like one, primers are intended to prime your lid for properties of enhancing the shadow, and some concealers are so wet that they actually backfire on you. Yes, they do the job and they set and they stay and all that, but you could probably get a maximum of the color using an actual primer. Just dumb that out there. I mean, I do it all the time. If I'm lazy, I'll just use a concealer, but because this is the first time me using the palette, I want to give it a good canvas. So the back of it, it just says Maybelline and Shayla on the back. And the City Mini palettes with Shayla in the front, and you can see the colors. It's gonna be definitely fall because the colors in here are very fall. You know, it's just, there's a war out there when I want to film. It's like, Christy's filming, vámonos mi gente. I promise you, that's what happens. Like one can only film so late. Like if I film any later, it's gonna be time to go to bed right after. Like what the fuck. Alright, so this is what the palette looks like. There's no mirror. It's a typical Maybelline. It actually, the packaging feels a lot better than all the other palettes that they've released. So the back of the palette tells me you get a base, crease. Really? That's a crease? Alright, base, crease, lid, liner. I'm not sure I'm going to use it in that form, but that's what it says in the back. Obviously you can do whatever you want with makeup. Don't be fooled. It's makeup. Do whatever you want with it. I'm going to swatch some of the metallic ones so that you can see. So here is the gold. That is what it looks like. And then here is like that lighter gold. Looks like a nice highlight. Okay, Shayla. And then this is the cranberry burgundy. Alright. Take a big fluffy brush, and this one's the M509. The reason why I'm going to take the big one is because it'll give me less color, and then I'm going to work my way down with smaller brushes because there's only one transition shade for me in this palette. So I'm going to go with the bigger first. Build the color with the brushes. Who else procrastinates to clean their brushes? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Sigma E25, also like a MAC 217. And I'm still using the same color, but now I'm gonna get more color because the brush is a lot more packed. A burgundy with my 217, and it has a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna try to focus it on the outer. And now I think I'm gonna take the black on the outer. Gonna blend. The thing I do see is that as I blend, the black turns into like a gray. Not as pigmented as I thought. While packing it on, it looked a lot more pigmented. I'm gonna pop on my lashes, do all the mascara, all that jazz. I'm using Studio Effects from Ardell in the Wispies, but honestly, I'm not really a fan of them. They feel very flimsy. I don't know. Literally, while I was taking it out of the packaging, like some of the lash ends stood on, and I was being very delicate. I don't understand, but whatever. I'm having one of these days where like everything is going wrong with makeup. Let's continue. I'll be trying the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, the Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wearing Foundation. Let's try this. Oh, bomb. Really nice. That soft velvet touch feels good. Shake it up. I got the shade 260. It was really hard to match myself online because I saw so many reviews that it does oxidize. It claims to be a medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air coverage. Let's see. The packaging on the box is really nice too. That whole black ombre splatter effect. It is supposed to be intended to use with the matte primer, but I myself don't like matte foundations on myself. I find that when I do use a matte one, I always use oil with it. So I didn't buy the primer. I am, however, going to diminish my pore area with some primer. And then everywhere else, I just have the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. For me, it was more so a personal preference. I don't like matte foundations on me. I don't like to look dry. So that's why I skipped out on it. So it has a pump. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing this. So this is what it looks like. It's very runny and watery. So let's do this. I know I was told that you have to move really fast. So I am. I probably could have gotten a shade up, but honestly I was just so scared with all the reviews about this foundation. So I feel like this would be more my winter color. Casper. It applies really nice. Like it almost blends by itself. Coverage is really good. I'm not gonna put too much on my forehead because, like I said, it is really light. Reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal Infallible. Legit. Might be a dupe for it, just like Revie stamped her name on it. No tea, no shade, but that's what it reminds me of. The finish, the matte finish, it feels like a powder. It just like melts into your skin. Alright, let's see. To set all that, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me
finally got my hands on this, and I got it in the shade light medium. Kathleen Lights whoosh. Raved about this, and I ran to get it. Ooh, it looks really nice. Here's where we're at so far, face wise. Honestly, the foundation, to me, people raved about it so much, but I've tried a lot more better foundations. I don't know, it's not wowing me. Could just be me. I'm gonna move on. I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's like iridescent. It's nice honeycomb shape. I'm a fan. Oh, these are a little hard to open. Alright, so this is what it looks like inside. Mean Money and Hustler Baby. So you have one of them more muted, and then one Bam highlights. And with the not so metallic one first, which is Mean Money. I'll swatch that for you. Huh. Alright, it is very light. And then the other one is the Beam Balm and Highlight. Alright, you still do get something. I don't know why its swatch is not as good as its potential. So don't be fooled by the swatch. And now this is the other one on top. Ooh, girl. It's not a textured highlight, but for me, because my skin tags are right here, it's showing a lot of texture. So don't be fooled. It's very smooth. Especially the like dimmed one. Because I mean, all highlights are going to enhance a little bit of texture. But some of them come like they're like a bomb of texture. Take the Shayla and add that transition brown underneath. For lip, I'm going to try a new one that I got from ColourPop. It's the Ultra Lip Satin. And everybody raves about this formula being so much better than the Ultra Matte. I'm okay with the Ultra Matte. I know it's matte, but I can tolerate it. So let's see how this looks. Ooh. Glides on differently. I think I'm over my hair though, so I'm gonna pop on a wig and I'll be right back. Alright, my beauties, so we are back. Wig is on. It feels so much better. I'm just going through this phase where I'm like tired of my hair. I'm just tired. I need a change. It's gonna happen soon. Stay tuned for that. Honestly, the foundation looks like a walking filter. It's insane. It looks really good. If you are dry, I don't really think this will work for you unless you put an oil into your foundation. I'm a little bit dry down here and I can see that it looks a little bit chalky. If you also don't get your right shade, it's going to be very visible because it's going to be very drying and patchy. You're going to be able to tell right away. But honestly, here is the face. I'm going to zoom you guys on in so you can see a little bit better. She looks super flawless. The highlight looks amazing. The palette, honestly, congrats to Shayla, you know. It's cute and all, but I feel like once I start blending the colors in, they just turn into one complete blob together. The golds are nice. The cranberry and the black just kind of like swallow each other and make one shade. The black was not as dark as I wanted it to be. For drugstore, it's stepped up a whole lot because if you used the drugstore quads, then you know. But yeah, to me it's not something that I would pick up often. So it did its job. You know, I was able to get a look, but I wouldn't gravitate to it that often. The highlights. I love this. It is so good. So good. I hate how hard it is to open it, but I love the packaging. I love how cute it is, the shape, the honeycomb, and I like that it doesn't give me more texture than I already have, because you guys know I have my skin tags. I'm tired of mentioning this, but it doesn't give me more of texture, and sometimes highlights do that to me. Like I love the Ofra Blissful because it looks wet, but the Rodeo Drive, it is texture city for me. It is so bad. So there's certain highlights that just give you more texture than others. This one is really good. I like it. The Maybelline Fit Me, honestly, it did its damn job. My under eyes look so good. It really looks like I have on Laura Mercier. I do see though that the foundation is like clinging to my dry areas on my nose, but I've been blowing my nose so much today, like, coño, let me finish. I'll just wait for you. So the powder is amazing. Honestly, if you find it, pick it up. It is great. It leaves your skin really nice. It doesn't cling onto my fine lines because your girl is getting old, but we embracing it over here. We're good. I'm not mad at it. And it looks really good on my skin. It probably wasn't the smartest to use on top of this foundation. Maybe that made me a little bit more drier around the nose area, but no flashbacks, and it did its damn job. So we gonna be using her some more. ColourPop. If you find the Ultra Satin Lips, girl, get you some. These are so much better than the matte ones. What was I doing my whole life? Why didn't anyone tell me? These are so much better than the other ones. I'm gonna pick up like 4 or 5 of these because I really do like the ColourPop. The formula, some of the colors are a little bit more drying than the other, but honestly, the Ultra Satin, this is life. Oh no. This one is bomb. You do get a little bit of transfer, so it's not a permanent like matte. It's an Ultra Satin lip, but it feels very like moisturizing and like soft. You don't really feel anything heavy on the lips for it being so opaque and like lasting so long. I've had this on for 3 hours already. I've been having my tea, you know, and as you can see, like, it's leaving a mark of the lipstick, but it's still there. I really like it. If you can pick some of these up, I would highly recommend it. The foundation, if you can still pick it up, go get you some. And the powder, definitely, these are hits for me. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I just really wanted to get on camera and use a ton of products that I had because it was like, it was becoming an overload. I have 3 more boxes here that I need to open. Your girl has an addiction. Sue me. What can I say? I don't think I have anything else to say other than thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Hit that bell so that you do know when I post new videos. Requests so that I do know what you guys want to see. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Helps me out. So yeah, I will talk to you loves on the next one.